It gets this big, this big, this big, this big, this.
All right, Dylan, so what are we making?
Heart candy cookie. Look at the heart.
We're not making hard candy cookies, but we're making something for a special day that's coming up. What is that day when we celebrate with hearts? What is it called?
Valentines.
Valentines. So we're making a simple treat for Valentine's Day. And it's kind of like a Pop-Tart. So like a little mini heart pie. That's what we're making. We're making it super simple because I love cooking, guys. But I don't really have a functioning kitchen. I just have a semi-functioning kitchen where we have a fridge and kind of all the appliances that you need to survive. But because we are under renovation and we just moved into our house a couple months ago, we still do not have a perfectly set up kitchen, at least for my taste. And we don't have a real working oven actually. And I'm not gonna replace it anytime soon because we're gonna do renovations. So we're doing these little pies, these little heart pies, kind of like the Pop-Tarts in my little toaster oven. Yes, I have a little toaster oven that can also bake, do some baking, and that's where I'm doing it. And we wanted to do some special treats because at Simply Made Fancy, we love our treats, right? We love our treats at home, right? And making and baking. It's been really, really hard not to bake and do all the things that I like to do, especially during all the little passing holidays that we've had. We've already had Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, and now comes Valentine's Day in our new house. And I haven't been able to do a lot of the things that I love to prepare for those holidays, but I'm trying to make do. You don't need a lot of space. I've had all different types of kitchen. I've had a little tiny kitchen when I used to live with my parents, and we made do with it. My mom still lives there and she does wonderful things in the kitchen. Then I moved out when I got married and I had a galley kitchen that my husband and I redid and made it functional for that time for us because we were professionals and working and weren't home all the time. But we loved it and I made it work, right? Then we moved into a townhouse and we had a little bit of a better space, but it wasn't my layout. It wasn't my own space. We were renting. I couldn't do much with it. I tried to do as much as possible. You guys can check out all those videos of me, cooking in that space and trying to do what I needed to do for my kids because I really love and enjoy being in the kitchen. And now we bought a house and we have this beautiful big kitchen space, but it's still under works because it's not, it's just what we inherited when we bought it and we want to make it our own. At least I want to make it my own. But we're doing what we can and we're making the little pies. All you're gonna need is pre-bought dough. This is pie crust dough. You can get whatever brand you find in your supermarket. It's what I use to make apple pies or things like that. So just buy pie crust dough. It usually comes in a couple. I buy a big box at Sam's Club. You can also make your dough. It's easy. I'm sure you can, find some great recipes. I have my own recipe that I've used for years of how to make dough, and it's a Martha Stewart pie crust dough recipe. And I'll link a video below on my apple pie that I made a couple years ago. Now, you'll need this. You'll need some strawberry spread or any kind of spread that you want. I have this organic strawberry spread from Costco. Sorry, forgot the name for a second. From Costco. It's organic. It's wonderful. My kids love it. We put it on our toast and our peanut butter and jellies and all that goodness. So that. then you'll need some red sprinkles or whatever, heart-shaped cookie cutters. And if you don't have one, you can cut them freehand. You'll also need some powdered sugar. And if you can, possibly get, let me show you, some meringue powder to kind of stiffen a little bit of the frosting that you'll put on top of the little pies. If you can. You don't really need this, but it'll make it just a little bit, have a little bit more of, when it dries, a little bit more harder, so it's not so drippy, and you can stack them up once they dry. So that's my little secret tip. And you can also warm them up you can put them in the freezer, you know, take them out, warm them up when you need them, and in your toaster, and that's about it. So I'm preheating my little toaster so I can get started. I'm gonna roll out the pastry pie crust.
Okay, let's make it.
Okay, I'm talking too much, right?
Yeah.
Dylan is my little helper. I love baking with him in the kitchen, doing all those awesome things. So let's see. Let's get started. Can you roll it out for me?
Yeah.
Roll it out. Ready? Now that it's nice and rolled, let me give everybody a closer look, okay? All right. And now we're gonna start doing the cookie cutters. So we're gonna pick what size heart we want, right? Can you start picking out one that you like?
I like this one.
Okay.
Yeah. So
A little disclaimer in this family. This guy, these are not treats that we give anybody else because he puts everything in his mouth. Like, you just put this cookie cutter in your mouth. So we need to wash it, okay? All right, so we're not gonna give these to anybody. This is just for us. But let's do the cutting. Let's move a little bit over here.
Yeah.
Gotta shift over.
Yeah. I got the cookie cutter.
You got the cookie cutter, and we're gonna cut.
Come on, let's do it.
Okay. I'm gonna do it. Wait, can't waste it. Okay, go. Mash. All right, another one.
Okay.
Wait,
I
no.
wanna do this tiny one.
Okay, but let's do them all first. Not
That one's fine.
that one.
Yeah. I can do it myself.
Okay. Make sure that it's yeah. Okay, over here, there's a space. Good job. So now that we have our hearts, don't touch it.
I'm just doing that too.
Yeah, don't touch it though. We are going to put a little bit of the jam.
Yeah, let's put.
And then you'll need a fork as well. Okay, I'm gonna show you the first one, and then you can do your own, okay? I'm gonna take a little bit of the jam, put it right in the middle.
Can you spread it?
Yeah. You can also add a little bit of
Concrete.
not concrete, but you can add a little bit of cornstarch to thicken the jam. So it doesn't.
Cornstarch is not for baking.
Yeah, you can add cornstarch. I think I put too much. So I'm gonna sandwich the other one together. So put the two hearts together.
Sandwich?
Yeah, like a little sandwich. And then with the fork, we're gonna press it gently down. Not the whole way, just gently so it can kind of stick. And what I'm gonna do after I do this is that I'm gonna put it quickly into the freezer so it can set a little bit, because we've been touching this dough and we want it like nice and flaky, and it's already like warmed up you know that our fingers are warm, and some of this has butter, so it like melts the butter down a little bit.
So this is how it's done. Wait, it's not going on. Oh. Okay. Ooh, and this is it.
Wow, you did such a good job. Okay, let's do the rest.
And there they are.
So they're ready to be what? Put in where?
So.
No, we're ready to put them in the oven. So we're gonna do the little pockets over here. I'm just gonna do 1, 2, 3. All right, and we're gonna put it in the toaster oven. Ready?
It looks like bubble gum.
So you know what?
Yeah.
While those are baking in the toaster oven, we're gonna take the little mini ones that you took out,
Yeah.
and we're gonna put them with some sugar and cinnamon and sprinkle them,
Yeah.
and then put them in the oven. And guess what? They're heart little pie cookies.
And then we have to put those.
They're gonna be like little cookies. Well, these are for the little pies that we're gonna decorate later.
Yeah.
Okay, so all we're gonna do is get some sugar,
I can
some sugar, get some cinnamon. Wait, let me get some cinnamon. And if you want, vanilla sugar will be great on this.
Yeah.
Okay, mix it up, make a little cinnamon sugar, and Dylan is gonna sprinkle them all on the little hearts. Let me show you guys. We're gonna bake them, and they're gonna be so yummy and cinnamony. You think your brothers are gonna like them?
Yeah.
So my super helper ran off because he got a little bit tired of waiting around, and he also wanted to have some lunch. So I have put the next batch of the little pies. They came out so cute. I do suggest adding a little bit of flour or cornstarch to your jam to kind of thicken it a little bit so it doesn't like just explode too much on there. I don't mind it, but if you want to keep more of the filling inside and not have all these little things popping out, maybe just do that. And here we are, nice and cute, these little pies. I'm gonna get ready to make the bit of icing that's gonna go on top, and then I'll call Dylan back up because his favorite thing is decorating. Pretty much just like getting a bunch of sprinkles and just doing that. So all you really need for this is, of course, you need a bowl, and then some powdered sugar. And I also recommend, if you have a little bit of meringue powder to kind of stiffen it, and almost like a royal icing consistency, but not as hard because we don't want it to get super hard. But like that, you can kind of stack them together, and when you display them, because they won't like stick to each other. Another thing that you can do with these, once they're complete, you can freeze them. You can use them like Pop-Tarts and have them ready for your kids. So I'm just gonna be doing this little concoction and then spreading them on top, and then having Dylan come and sprinkle and decorate them. I forgot one more thing. You need some milk or some water to dissolve the sugar. So you're gonna take some sugar, powdered sugar, and then you wanna take at least like a teaspoon of the meringue powder, incorporate it. You can also add vanilla or another flavor to this if you want to. And then just add some milk until you get a consistency that's a little runny but not too runny, like it won't just run off of the thing. And make sure that your little pie's already cooled off, okay? I wish I had my cameraman with me, my husband, but I don't. So I have to be camera person and make these little things. Basically, I just want to show you that even though you don't have all the equipment, you might not even be the greatest chef in the world or a baker, you can do these little things with your kids, and they're fun and they show mommy's love, right? Or a parent's love, because dads out there, you can also do this. My husband also does a lot of these things with us, and he does enjoy eating it most of the time. So this right here is a little bit too runny for what I want. So I'm gonna add a little bit more of the powdered sugar, but now I'm just gonna keep adding just little bits until I get that consistency that I like. And I think I am gonna add some vanilla to it. Let me just get that. I'm gonna add a little bit of vanilla, just a little tad, because I get this big thing of vanilla at Costco. I use it up a lot. You can also make your own vanilla if you buy vanilla beans and you get some vodka, or you put it in a jar and let it marinate in there. It's something that I definitely want to try. I saw someone do it and it was so cool, and I've been wanting to do that. Still a little bit too runny. I'm gonna add some more. So just keep adding little bits until, of course it got a little runnier because I added the vanilla. So now I have to work it again. Voila. All right, Dylan, come and help mommy to put the sprinkles. Okay. Look how cute. They're so adorable. So now I'm just gonna let them set, and they'll be ready to eat later for an after school snack when my oldest two come home from school. They're gonna look so cute because I have a Valentine's little treat and snack area for them. Instead of like a candy bar or a hot cocoa bar, this year I created a little space where they can have treats and snacks that are Valentine's themed, so that they can have it throughout the week before Valentine's Day. And of course, I'm gonna stock it up on Valentine's Day so that they can eat all the goodies. We did it! Look at these!
What? Can I just eat one?
Oh my. Yes, you can taste one. Go ahead. Tell me what you think before brothers come home. What do you think?
Yummy! Yum.
All right. And let's show them the little cinnamon ones. Yummy. Taste that one. What do you think?
Go.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, right, Dylan?
Yeah.
And what should everybody do?
Make these.
Make these and subscribe and share in the comments if you made them and you like them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I hope everybody has a happy Valentine's Day.
I want you to get me down.